Good morning, students. Children, today we are starting the lesson Light and the Formation of Shadows. Children, on Friday we finished the lesson Sound. I had given you the exercise also. Okay, I hope you have written the exercise questions of the lesson Sound. At the same time, I had given you the test on lesson Work and Energy. Solve this test in the same copy after the exercise. Okay, children? And after that, as we are starting the lesson Light and Formation of Shadows, after finishing your exercise of lesson Sound and the test of lesson Work and Energy, write the new words of this lesson Light and the Formation of Shadows. Okay? I wish to tell you that keep on reading the lessons so that you will understand the concept more clearly. Okay, so as today we are starting the lesson Light and the Formation of Shadows, what you have to do, you have to read the lesson also, write down the new words. Okay, children, and after that you will try to understand the video. Okay, if doubts are there, we are solving everything in the Zoom meeting. One thing I want to tell, that don't collect more word with you. Keep on doing the work on the same day whatever you are doing, so that it will not compile and will create a tension. So do the work on the given time for your better success. Okay, now I am starting a thought. Accept your past without regret, handle your present with confidence, and face your future without fear. Children, a very nice thought. I am repeating once again. Accept your past without regret. Whatever the things happened with you, so accept it. Okay? Then handle your past present with confidence. Now, whatever the problem you faced, handle it with the confidence. Okay? And face your future without fear. Very good thought. So, whatever the problem you may face in the future life, you have to face it without fear. Okay? So, confidence, hard work are the things that can help you to overcome all these past, present, and the future problems. Okay? So, children, now come to the topic, our lesson, that is the light and the formation of shadows. For that, children, open your textbook, page number 97. Okay? Therein you are finding, can you tell, two important questions. First of all, we will talk about the light and then about the shadows. So, what is light? Can you see anything in total darkness? What helps us to see the object around us? Yes, if at night you are closing the room, can you see anything in that room? Whenever your room is closed, or when you reach the home at night, late night, and you open the door at that time, as lights are off, you find complete darkness. So as soon as you open the door, what you do? You switch on the light so that you can see inside the room. It means we cannot see anything in the darkness. So what helps us to see the object? Light only helps us to see the object around us. So what is the light then? Light is the fundamental thing that makes us to see the things, that help us to see the things. Okay, children? So that light which we feel that helps us to see the object, it is of different type. Okay, see here we are finding in the first case the moon, then what is there, sun, then candle, and then the firefly. Okay, so these are the four things. All these things are giving us the light. We can see in the moonlight also, but whether it is the source of light, that we will discuss now. Okay, we find that all the four things therein we get the light. Okay, so what is light then? We are the things which makes the things luminous to shine or help us to see the things, that is called as a light. Okay, so there are some materials or the objects which emits the light, meaning those which themselves are the source of light. Okay, there are some things or the objects which emits the light, which gives the light or makes the thing visible to us, that are called as the luminous objects or the material. What are they called as? Luminous objects. Means these sources or these objects helps us to see the things, while there are some objects through which or which do not help us to see the things. For example, wood, okay, iron bar. Can we see if it is there in front of us? No. Go in the dark room with the one of the iron bar or iron plate. Can you see through it? But instead, if a burning candle is with you in the dark room, you will able to see the objects. Means burning candle is a luminous object, while the iron sheet or the rod is a non-luminous object, which is not giving us the light. So these luminous objects means which gives us the light. They are of two types: natural source of light and the artificial source of light. Okay, children. The sunlight, okay, sun makes the things visible. Okay, so it is a natural source. But the tube light that we are using at night time, is it a natural source? No. We cannot stop the light coming from the sun, but we can stop the light coming from the tube light. And this tube light is made by a man, so it is said to be the artificial source of light. Okay, while the things like firefly or anglerfish, honey mushrooms, these are giving us the light. Okay, so these are said to be the natural source of light. All stars are the natural source of light. Okay, while you know that the sun gives the light and that light falls on the moon, and that's why because of that reflection we are able to see the things when moon is there. Okay, but can we say that moon a luminous object? No, it do not have a light of its own. It takes the light from sun and then makes the things visible to us. Okay, so keep in mind, children, about the light. Two types of objects are there which are giving us the light: luminous objects and the non-luminous objects. Luminous objects gives us the light, while non-luminous objects do not make the things visible to us. So these luminous objects which makes the things visible to us are of two types: natural source and the artificial source. Natural source means sun, stars, firefly, okay, anglerfish, etc. While the artificial source means tube light, bulb, candle. These are said to be the artificial source of light. Okay, children. See herein, stars are luminous, planets, satellites are said to be the non-luminous, because planets and satellites do not have their own light. Okay, sunlight reflected from the surface of the moon reaches us. That is how we can see the moon. So that's why we call this light as a moonlight. Okay, children, are you clear about the light types of light? Luminous object, non-luminous object. Okay, children, sun is the main source of light. Okay, other stars are seen in the night sky, so stars are also the source of light, natural source of light. Okay, next is the propagation of light. What is meant by the propagation of light? This experiment is given here. Okay, children. But before that, I wish to tell you, nowadays we do not have that type of roof. Uh, but previously, there were some holes in the roofs. So nowadays, if you are going in the villages, you will find that through the roof of the house, if some sunlight is coming, you know that, children, if you observe the sunlight, we find that the light is spread in all direction. Okay, but how that light is spreading, what is the direction, that we cannot consider. So when we just see through the, or if we are closing the doors and everything and keeping only the flap of our window open, at that time we find that some sunlight comes inside the room, and that sunlight is comes in a straight line. Only you are finding one small round hole of a sunlight. So what is that? This tells us that sunlight travels in a straight line. Okay. So along with that sunlight, you find that some dust particles also enter. The light becomes visible to us only because of that dust particles. Okay. And that's why from that we can say that light travels in a straight line. Another example is there in the textbook. See here, children. Come to the page number 98. You can do it in home. If you are taking any of the newspaper you can take, then fold it in a straight way. See here, when child step 1 it is given, let us try this. And if you are observing through this, you can see what is outside. But if you are bending that roll, at that time you cannot see through that bending tube. Okay. Why it is? Because light travels in a straight line. If you are bending it, means light will not enter there. Or though it is entering, it will be up to some area, and where it has bended, therein the light will not pass through that area towards our eyes, and that's why we can't see. So for that, experiment is shown here. See here, 3 cardboards are taken. So you also can do this activity in home. Take 3 cardboards. Okay. Then make a hole at the same place. Keep 3 cardboards one above the other and note down the point. Okay. So that all the 3 holes will be in the same place. Then make a hole of somewhat bigger size, not too much big, but make the hole therein. Then arrange all the 3 cardboards on one drawing sheet. Okay. Make a flaps over there to make it to stand there. To one side of the 3 cardboards, you keep the burning candle as shown in the figure. Okay. And observe through the other side. You are able to see the burning candle. It is only because, how can you see the candle? It is only because all the 3 holes are in the same line. That's why the light from the candle, it is passing through all the 3 holes and it is coming to our eyes. That's why we can see, because light travels in a straight line. What is done in the second side, you just see here. Herein the first cardboard, it is moved to other side. Okay. First cardboard which is near the candle is moved to one side, and that's why the light from the candle, it is not passing to that first cardboard. If it is not passing through the hole of first cardboard, how can the light pass through the second cardboard and the third cardboard? No, herein the light will not pass. And children, hence we cannot see the burning candle in the second case. Okay. This experiment tells us that light travels in a straight line. This traveling of a light in a straight line, it is called as the linear propagation of a light. Traveling of light is called as a propagation of light, but as it travels in a straight line, it is a linear propagation of light. Okay children, have you understood?